welcome to Ekbon Soch Ki Tea Talk, a series of a nugget with Mr. Sahil Nayar. Sir, go back to the drawing board. Can you tell something to our Tea Talk audience, please?
Sure, I think many of us, and I have been guilty of it myself, जब हम कुछ चीज क्रिएट करते हैं ना तो वो अपनी चीज होती है और जब वो अपनी चीज होती है तो अपनी चीज सबको अच्छी लगती है. But when you take it out to the audience, when you take it out to a particular select group, and if they are your true friends, they will give you advice. They will say, यार ये कुछ ज़्यादा ठीक नहीं था. Maybe you want to try and change this a bit. इसको थोड़ा सा आप बदलिए. And then I've seen a lot of people, including very, very successful leaders, who don't let that happen because they let their ego come in between. And वो सोचते हैं कि यार मैंने ये किया है मतलब decided मतलब final. And that is when disaster strikes. And I must share with you a very nice example of when I was doing my internship, right? And I was asked to work on a project, and I did a lot of research, primary research, secondary research. I spoke to a lot of people as primary research. I went online. I Googled a lot of stuff of what's happening in the industry, what should be done, and therefore prepared a very detailed research report. And when I gave it to my mentor flipped through the pages and kept smiling. और मैं सोचा था वाह मैंने इतनी मेहनत करी, पूरी रात काम किया और मेरे mentor smile कर रहे हैं, मतलब उनको बहुत अच्छा लगने वाला है. And that's when he looked at me and he said, Sahil, this is a brilliant academic report. And मैं 2 मिनट के लिए सोच में पड़ गया, यार ये तारीफ कर रहा है या क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं मुझे. And he said, Sahil, this is a brilliant academic report. That's it. This is not relevant and this is not contextual to our organization. And Dr. Chima, that day I realized there is a difference between an academic point of view and a practitioner's perspective. And that's the day I realized that while academia is important, what is even more important is having a practitioner's view, which has to be contextual, which has to be relevant to the specific audience. Global ज्ञान एक चीज है, but that has to be contextualized in the environment in which you are in. And that is when it becomes relevant. And that is how, if at all, at any point in time, never ever fear going back to the drawing board. Because every time you go to the drawing board with feedback, you will only get better. But if you keep feeding your ego and say, nahi yaar, ye maine banaya hai aur ye brilliant hai, ye perfect hai, and we don't even do it, consciously. Many times as we grow in our leadership journeys, this becomes very subconscious. And therefore, I urge each one of you to sit back, pause, and reflect. How often do you go back to the drawing board on your own creations?
What a great Ekbon Soch Ki. You have to go back to the drawing board and take and feedback in a more constructive way to go higher up in the ladder. That's what the experts they come and express on Tea Talk, Ekbon Soch Ki. Keep on watching Tea Talk. Thank you.